In the previous 4 videos, we learned about the consonants in English. In the next 3 videos, we will study the vowels in English. These videos focus on the science of pronunciation. Therefore, if you are here to simply improve your English pronunciation, then don't worry about understanding all of the difficult information in these next few videos. However, if you are an English student, if you are interested in linguistics, or if you are interested in the science of pronunciation, then I have lots of important information ahead. In episode 7, we will learn about the 5 ways to describe vowels. So, let's get started. We learned in episode 1 that sounds are grouped into 2 main categories, consonants and vowels. And we already know that there is one important difference between them. In order to make a consonant, we must block or limit the air as it comes out of our mouth. The most obvious examples are plosives, like b. To make this sound, we need to close our mouth and put our lips together, and then quickly open our mouth to let the air out. On the other hand, when we produce a vowel, nothing in the mouth blocks or limits the airflow, so the air flows freely from your throat to your mouth. Of course, we can change the shape of the mouth and position of the tongue to create different vowels, but the air still flows freely. Here are some vowels: e, r, o, u, When you learned the IPA in episode 2, you learned 19 English vowels. We know that there are several different English accents, such as British, American, Australian, South African, and New Zealand. These all sound different from each other, and the differences are mostly because of the vowels. In other words, accents usually have many differences in vowels, but the consonants are mostly the same. Remember that these 19 vowels are all phonemes. A sound is a phoneme if, when you change the phoneme in a word, the meaning of the word changes. So, a sound is a phoneme if changing it makes the word become a different word. We can test this with minimal pairs. In these minimal pairs, the vowel is the only sound that changes, and when it does, the word becomes another word. I will now say them. Heat, hit. Hat, hot. Hurt, heart. Hut, hate. Because these are all different words, these vowels are all phonemes. Let's now look at a diagram of the mouth. We know that, to make vowels, we do not block or limit the flow of air in the oral cavity. Remember that the oral cavity is the mouth. However, we still need to make different vowel sounds. We do this by changing the position of the tongue in the mouth. This could be the tip of the tongue or the body of the tongue. To describe vowels, we need to describe the shape of the oral cavity in order to show where the vowels are created. Language experts decided that, to keep it simple, the tongue looks like the shape in the top right of the diagram. As you can see on this diagram of the mouth, this shape looks basically like the tongue. So, when we want to show vowels on a diagram, we use this shape. Where we put the vowels on this shape depends on the position of the tongue when the vowel is being spoken. It is called the vowel trapezium. A trapezium is the name of this shape. The labels along the top and down the right side describe the position of the tongue, and the labels down the left side describe the openness of the mouth. Let's look at these labels in more detail and learn how to describe vowels. To create a complete phonetic description of a vowel, we put 5 things together. We firstly describe the length of the vowel. In other words, whether it is long or short. Long vowels always have 2 vertical dots afterwards. Secondly, we describe the height of the body of the tongue in the mouth. Thirdly, we describe the frontness of the vowel. In other words, how far forward the tongue is in the mouth. Fourthly, we describe how open or closed the mouth is. Finally, we describe whether the lips are rounded or unrounded. In other words, whether the lips are in a circle shape when saying the vowel. We will learn about these in more detail in the next episode. However, before we finish, please decide whether these questions are true or false. Please pause the video while you decide. And here are the answers. This is the end of episode 7 in chapter 1. In episode 8, we will learn about vowels in more detail. Thank you for watching.